Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Pulling up there is our light rail train, which has rather a busy platform right now. That's good to see, as money has turned into a little bit of an issue. But that's mainly because we've been expanding and upgrading without paying much attention to line rates. And although I'm doing a lot of detailing, we are actually playing the game at the same time, which for me is the best part about it. So not only do you get a model railway, that model railway is living and breathing beyond our control. Well, sort of beyond our control. They sort of do their own thing, but we can shape where the AI goes. And yeah, so we've got to sort that out, haven't we, today? One thing we have to address is the ferry service now, as that has been taken over by the express that is just pulling up. Timing is everything. The cars here are not that high, are they? Because you've got to step down, like 2 steps down to the platform. So there's no rush on that one. I have been told that livery is BLS, I believe, so the correct livery. However, those coaches were not allowed to go past the Switzerland border, or the Swiss border, I should say, and we should use the green ones. Those were the ones that would go beyond the border of Switzerland. So we'll do that if we can afford it. We might be able to afford it because we can get a bit of a refund. Alright, so UI up. Well, apparently we've got 33 million in the bank. I am going to increase the date again. We're going to go at quarter speed. I do want to slow it down a little bit, as towards the end of last episode, we got some new trams. Unlikely that we'll be able to afford to put them on just yet. Although by the end of this episode, I'm hoping that will be a thing. Our people are skating. It's good to see. We won't look over there. But anyway, yeah, we'll do that. We'll tidy up some of our lines. The good thing is, these that supply raw materials, these industries, do have a set rate, as it were. I mean, they do rely on demand of the manufacturers, which would be the food plant over there, but not as variable as, say, the manufacturer to the city. Now, we do want to still oversupply or provide enough capacity over and above what the city demands due to the length of some of our lines for our industries, which is where we're going to work, that supply raw materials. If we do those first, we can then adjust as necessary beyond that. Because we haven't looked at them. We haven't looked. I love these, by the way. I'm going to get distracted. I love this. It's amazing. Little benches around the tree. Little post box. Barns. All these items that they put on there. And of course they expand as well. This one won't expand any further than what it is. They're limited to 200. You can get mods that change that. And that's a possibility, or you could have more farms, which is another possibility. Built into the game, you don't need mods for it. For that side of things, anyway, for adding more farms, you can just turn it on via the built-in mods from Urban. Right, so yes, since we've got a couple of trucks coming up here, should we bring up the line and see what we can see? We were here last time, but we didn't do much with it. Now, we only need these to be around 100 each. As you can see, we're well above that. So, given that there's a truck pulling in now and only a few goods on the platform, we can get rid of him. That's a start. What we'll have to do is get these down at least under 200. I would say at least under 150, and then revisit later on just to check up on it. I might do that in between episodes, as there's a lot of this going on where you have to wait for your trucks to go around, which is great when you're playing it yourself, but it doesn't make for great entertainment. Or perhaps it does. It's kind of relaxing. As you can see, there's another truck pulling up here as well. We don't need that. There's only, what, 4 goods on there? Is that right? Yeah. 4 and 4. In fact, we can probably get rid of this one. Yeah, there's another truck coming. Is that another one? No, that's a car. That's Harrison Wood. I love your name. So there we go. We've got it down a touch, but we're going to have to do that on several of our raw material lines And the production side of things, we will delete a few or sell back a few, cut back. Now, it was mentioned in the comments that I might turn into Dr. Beachy and start destroying our rail network. No, I'm going to do everything but that. I might cut back on trucks. I will be cutting back on ferries, but we're not going to be cutting back on our trains. In fact, we're going to be doing the opposite and expanding it further. Not today, as we need the funds. We're kind of tiptoeing around bankruptcy, which, well, okay, not bankruptcy, but we don't have the capital, do we, to spend, and we need that in order to expand and upgrade our network, which is why I've slowed the date down a little bit. We're almost into 1967. Goodness me, time has flown. We will fast forward it once we've done all, well, not fast forward it, we'll play it at normal speed as it goes by quite quickly once we've done all of our network, and then it's just a case of seeing what new toys we've got to put on that network. 12 or 21, 7 or 17. The next two that come up here I'm going to get rid of. I think we can afford to do it. Okay, we got this one down to 180. We just need one of these trucks gone, and I think we'll be in a good place then. Where are they? Where are you gone? Well, there's two here, isn't there? Back to back. Or is that a delivery? That is CF food production. That is also CF food production. So we'll get rid of you. And I guess we can leave that as is. Goodness me, we've already got new trucks. Isuzu? Isuzu? Elf? Is that how you pronounce that? Anyway, more trucks. These are tiny little trucks, aren't they? There we go. We've got stuff waiting on the platform. This will be better. This will be better. That will make us some money. Let's bring up the line information. We need to take a look at this. Where do we stand? What's costing us money? Let's remove that and sort it by the worst. Well, there's a surprise. I know these figures for trains that run long distances. We're accepting this one, our only steam train on the map, to make a loss. It's not making as much of a loss. Our ferries are up there. Obviously, they're going to get higher and higher up that list as well. We do have a new, I believe we do, a rail bus, don't we? To replace that, that's probably cheaper to run. That would be kind of cool. Let's take a look at this. If you click on the money, we can bring up the line and it goes straight to the finances. As you can see here, we're actually running at a loss. We are running at a loss. Yeah, that's 100% running at a loss, isn't it? I'm pretty confident, because you would add half of this to these two. It's not much of a loss, but it is still a loss. Half of that onto each of those is a loss. Now, we can't afford to go and change all of our trains over, unfortunately. But for now, I would like to edit those two vehicles. We're going to have to put, I'm going to say at least, oh, there's the rail bus. There we go. At least 4 more of these gondolas on. The problem we don't have a new gondola. We have new everything else but, which is unfortunate. We'll just have to live with these. And yeah, if we put 4 more on there, it might just tip it over so that we're making a little bit more of a profit. Yes, they're going to be long, but I feel like it's we are playing the game and it's needs must. 2, 3, 4. There we go. 4 on there. That bumps it up to 384 capacity. I'd probably like it longer, to be fair. Perhaps the new gondolas will treat us well. Anyway, let's see if that helps our bank balance. These guys could probably all do with an extra wagon on them as well. Let's take a look on the finances there. Now, this one's a little easier to work out. So as you can see here, this one we don't have to worry about too much. This is incorrect. It is actually making us a profit. So things like that, I will go away and do a lot of them. I just wanted to show you the sort of things I'll be doing. Did I actually do that? I think so, right? No, you didn't. What did you actually click? I don't know. Oh, the UI. The UI, I love it. I thought I did change that. Did I not change them both? I feel like that's just the same. 176 of 100. Yeah, you've not changed them at all, have you? Did I not? Oh, I bet I didn't modify them. Oh, did we even have enough? Yeah, we should have enough money. let me fix that. I obviously did not pay for those, did I? No. Click this button first, you silly man. There we go. Actually did it. It needs to be addressed, doesn't it? Otherwise our bank balance will be hovering around about the same amount. We are going up, I believe, as a whole. Yeah, we're making profit. Now that that massive investment session is over, that's way back here, you can see we are ticking into the profit land. But I would like that to be even quicker than it is now. These are the trucks that are delivering food to Sion up here. Now, how much do you need? They actually need 161 food. They're not getting it at the moment. This would help them grow, although they only use bus services at the moment, which is okay. And we have trams for them. Hopefully we can afford to add the new tram in here as well. That'd be lovely. So let's, what are you doing? You clicked on every tab. Let's tidy this up. What line rate do we have? If we go over only this one, 231. Now, as I've said, I don't mind oversupplying, but we could probably cut back a couple of trucks, especially if some are running empty-ish or close to empty, I should say, like that, for instance. So we can definitely take an empty one running back off the line, preferably not one with food on board. We have to be careful because it could be quite the chunk out of the line rate, as you see there. And once it adjusts itself, it will probably be even more than that. Right, there's another one. We'll take another one off. Now we're at 197. It's a little closer. I'm probably going to leave it like that. That's going to increase the profit of this line. It's already making a profit, and fantastically, the Sierra to Visp line is still making us a profit, thanks to the fact we have no trains running there yet. We are going to extend up that way. So that's that done. Shall we see if we can get Sion a brand new tram service? See how much it's going to cost us. Because there are not many trams running around here. People are using them. These are the old trams. Yes, this is perfect. But these are going to get new trams. I'm going to say that Toon is going to get new trams as well, because since we spent all that money on that new station, why not give them new trams? Right, manage vehicles. Yeah, there's only 3. We should easily be able to afford to put Mirages on. Let's take a look at the difference, since we still have the Type T1. Not much more on running costs. Quite a bit more on capacity. Top speed is the same. We don't need to worry about top speed. Our trams run around town anyway. Much better power, so better acceleration from each stop. And they do stop quite often. Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it? Let's do it. We can afford it. Very good condition as well, so it's going to help Sion grow due to better noise pollution. Better noise pollution? Less noise pollution. No, less noise pollution. I don't know whether better was quite the right word. But there they are, guys. These are our new trams in white. Are they flashing on the side? What is that? Oh, it's the indicator. Let's follow these. It's a shame you can't plug these together. I don't think you can anyway. I mean, it looks like they want to be able to be plugged together, but I'm fairly sure trams themselves can't be. This is a vanilla one, right? I love this. I love this. This is wonderful. Their little indicator is amazing. That's brilliant. Right, we got a new tram on there. A little light at the back as well. We got new trams on there. We are making money. We are making money. Should we take a look at our new trains to see if they're too long? Our coal train is just coming round now. Oh, but we've managed to ditch half of its load. I guess we check... Oh, that's someone's house. Don't be knocking on people's doors randomly. I definitely think that's eaten some of our product. That's unfortunate. So it's going to take a little while to for that to bed in, isn't it? I kind of feel like we need to upgrade this and add another... yeah, there we go. We already knew that, didn't we? Because our trucks over here, we don't need as many of these. That's good news. We're going to sell the back two. I think that'll be enough. Yeah, so now that we've sold those, we need to increase the capacity of our trains that currently stop here. So Chuck, Dolly and Florence are all going to get an extra wagon on the back. Now these can actually have an extra whatever colour. Perhaps a standard colour for that one. We're definitely keeping black for Dolly. I like the colour. We'll have black there. I mean, we could have a different colour, but we might as well. Oh, do you know, having a different colour might be a good idea that we've just purchased them and added them. How about a dark green? I sort of like dark green and none of them have one. If we just add a dark green, or what have you done? You've thrown a pink one up there, Grand. That's fine. Put the pink one back there. It doesn't matter that they're all broken up. Oh, you keep adding them to these. That's fine. Throw it down. Click on... The problem is there's not much room to mess around with clicking. You accidentally click these if you're not careful. Or I do, because I'm clumsy. Right, modify all those this time. Actually do it. Right, 15, 15, 15. Perfect. That's given us a bit more capacity on that without making them too long. They were already making us profit. Adding more cars to a loco is always going to make you more profit. Especially if you fill them. Obviously, if they're just running empty, that's not the case. But I know we're going to fill them. Don't have to worry too much about how much goods we take from Brig over to Zweisimmen. That's not the main money earner for us. It is a money earner. It's a bit extra so that we're not running back over the mountain empty or completely empty. We're about half full, right? A little under. Yeah, a little under half full. That might increase as we start to carry more. There we go. We are not full on machines. No, you've added a car. That's probably what that is. Ignore me. Do we fit though? That's the thing. This is the smallest station, I believe. The only one that would cause us issues. We have plenty of room. Possibly enough to fit another couple of cars on there as well. I wanted to come back here and check the situation. Oh, we've got the opposite issue here. No, we haven't. In fact, this is perfect, isn't it? What we don't have are new trucks. And we've still got to do this line as well. Perhaps we'll do that, guys. We'll add us a little freight station or a little shunter running backwards and forwards with some stone. I don't know. I'm half tempted to have those mods like I said last time. These are super old trucks. Goodness me. What's the line rate on this? Not even keeping up. Let's upgrade them. I would like these to be the new trucks. Cargo. And, oh, they could be these. What are they like? 80 kilometers an hour versus 80 kilometers an hour. Less capacity though. Obviously less running costs. I mean, it wouldn't be too bad. It's pretty straight and flat. Otherwise we won't get to use these, will we? No, should we do it? What's the capacity of these ones currently? 7. It's double the capacity. That's wonderful. Let's do it. I want to look at these little Isuzu trucks. Let's go. Oh, they are amazing. They've even got little things on the front. Little, I don't know what you call those. Hazard, warning symbol thing. Words. I love them though. I love them. Oh. Oh, you are brilliant. What do they look like with stone in the back? Any down here? There we go. There he goes. Oh, those are fantastic. If that's a reason not to have a train just yet. I'm not saying we won't. Someone did suggest that we have a diesel running down here. I'm umming and ahhing about that, as we're going to have plenty of diesels in the next series. We need to get this ticking over, don't we? Are they ever going to tick over just supplying Steffensburg? 157, maybe? Well, this is 20%, is it? Or is it 30%? We might be able to get it to upgrade. That would be the plan of action, wouldn't it? Let's upgrade these because we couldn't last time out. I wanted to. What's the current line rate before you go doing it? It might not need it. 157. No, we're running to the limit, aren't we? We're running to the limit, which is not ideal. Right, these are not going to be Isuzus. Isuzu. Is that how you pronounce that? That's how I've always pronounced it. Probably wrong. Do these take bricks? They do not. We don't have any specialist trucks for them. Ah, that's unfortunate. These do. They run the same speed, but the capacity is a bit low. I'd prefer to take as much as possible than have more trucks on. Yes, otherwise we're going to start clogging up the roads. So we'll have to take this, which does have a little more on there. Yeah, should we do it? We can afford it. It's only 3 million. Okay, we've got a bit of breathing space on that line. It's much needed. When's the last time we updated these buses? Apparently, decades ago. Possibly accurate. Okay. Would you guys like new buses? Because they're terrible. We only need the little runabouts, don't we, like that? There we go. You get some new buses, guys. It's good to come back and just see how I like the way we've got like the multi-levels town that we've got here. They haven't done too bad a job building on the side of on the road there either. That's pleasant. I've got a mod installed, I forgot to tell you, that limits the slope so they don't go too crazy on the slopes, which helps the building. It applies to the AI as far as I know. I forgot to show you quickly before we continue. I did this. This is an idea I had for the shops around here. I'm also thinking some tables, as was suggested, with people sitting around, perhaps a little cafe as one of them. I might utilize one of these empty spaces as a cafe, because this one kind of suits it, doesn't it? To be a storefront or a cafe front. What do you think? It's not bad, is it? It's not bad. It adds a bit of variety to all the plain buildings. Okay, trams. I think we can upgrade these. Managed vehicles. Let's see if we can afford it. I don't think we need as many. These ones don't need to be running down here as often at all. We might actually ditch it and have the trams stop up there now and only the buses serve here. Because there's no one on there. People just want to get on the train now, which you can't blame them. Some people are good. There we go. For example, Elijah Harbour, I was going to say. That's not his name. Click on his name. Elijah Thompson. People are going to go here and also up to Interlaken. Oberhofen. I didn't avoid the name. Well, I did. How many people? 17 of 238. The capacity of this is a bit crazy. People are still using it, but we obviously don't need nearly as many. How many ferries do we have running this? Just the one. Could we have this zigzag all the way down? What we need to do then is manage the line on this, and after Toon, could you stop there? We're just going to have a single one running this. After Speets, could you go to Interlaken? Yes. And then after Interlaken, stop back at Speets, and then back at Oberhofen. I like that better, and then we get rid of this other line completely. I know there are 29 people on board, but I'm hoping they then use the next one. I don't really like to do this now, but I'm gonna. We vaporize them. Right, we're going to get rid of this one. I'm hoping they all use the next one. We're going to get rid of this one as well. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Now, hopefully, they all get on the single line. There we go. Can we replace this one? Oh, it doesn't look terrible, though. I was wondering if we could repurchase it. That's the same one, right? Yeah, I mean, it's excessive. But there we go. It's very good. It's all tidy. Give it a new paint job. Fantastic. Right, we'll come back and see how that goes. I know we've got rid of a lot. I know. People are willing to wait for quite a while. We might have to change them to each one being a large dock, so that we've got the capacity of people to wait around. Hopefully they don't all abandon it, but we can adjust as necessary. We could possibly have 2 of these. This ferry still exists to this day, as I believe. I think it was this one. So it's kind of apt to have this running around. Yes. I like the idea, guys. We'll do something about this. What I'd like to do is our express line Yep, we're going to do some trains today as well. I'd like to rework it so that this is the one that's going to join rather than the other way around. So if we go 138, we could maybe get this better. 160 will do us. We are slowing down. Remember, we have hard mode enabled, sort of, by the fact that we have the brake mod installed, and I have it turned up a notch as well. I think that's a little better for us. Now, depending on where we come in, as long as we can keep it at about, what was it, 160 I had it? As long as we can keep it like that, we can come in tidily, and I think it will be before the junction, or before the crossing as well, so we won't need to rebuild that. 174, 137. Take it back a little further, all the way to the crossing. See if we can't get this nice and tidy. Do we need to do that? I don't think we need to do that. Is that going to be good enough? 230, 231. We'll probably do it from there then, couldn't we? Just a nice arc. If we gradually speed up and slow down, there we go. There we go, 273. We're not going to have any trains doing that sort of speed. Not on this section anyway. They might under the tunnel, depending on what trains we get. Now here, this is the train that's going to be, well, this is the line that's going to be joining into this one. And we can probably come in here, couldn't we? That might be a better idea. It doesn't need to be fast at all. If we can keep it 100, I like that. Was that 100? Just there somewhere. We zoom in a bit. 110? I mean, it's still a bit nippy for going into a station, but that's pleasant, isn't it? Now we need to rework signals over here. Ooh, if we get one on that side, it moves the catenary out the way. That's pleasant. We need one a little back from the junction there, and one up there. We could put perhaps a waypoint switch thing on there. Technical terms. One of these. Will that move the catenary? It does. Okay, it moves it up from the middle, which is pleasant. So if you go there, we get a refund. There we go. That's going to be faster for our express trains. That's the only thing I really wanted to do with that. We are going to have more trains running down here. And I'm super tempted at the moment to add a third rail, or a third line, not a third rail, down here, where the local train will run the opposing direction. We'll have two running this way, so we don't have to cross over the express line, and then we can come direct into there, perhaps head back in, and we share this station both directions. It'll be a bi-directional platform. Do we like that? As long as it's not made a mess. Yes, that's much tidier, isn't it? That's much tidier. I like that, guys. Right, we're on. Hit play. That should speed that up. I don't know why I hit play, because we've got some work to do here as well. If we go into the speeds, we've got 120 mile an hour? That would be nice. 120 kilometers an hour. And this one, this bridge here, 90 kilometers an hour. Yeah, bit of an issue. Everything else is okay. 200, 149, that's fine. 116 is the crossover. We don't mind any of that. What we do mind though is this bridge. So we're going to have to rebuild that. We want our trains to be as fast as possible. We are paying for it. If we scroll right down here, we do have these, the British ones, which we could use. I'm going to use one of these down that way. However, this one, I would really like to be the stone bridge that, there we go. Stone bridge, 240 kilometers an hour. That is more than enough speed for this section and our trains. So we'll go with that. Isn't it pleasant? I like it. It looks the part out here, especially if it was snowing. Does our bridge still connect? It does. That should take that to 240 kilometers an hour. Absolutely perfect. Now this one, let's use that other stone bridge. We have removed the signal. Do not forget to put the signal back. Can we get a bridge? We can. I was thinking about using some of these like that. There we go. With a little railing. Something a little different for this bridge. Well, that one's only 150, wasn't it? Oh, actually, that's all it needs to be. Yeah, because we slow down to more than that, don't we? We slow down to 149 there anyway. We're on a curve. And it stays at 150. So that is spot on. Yeah, we had an early clearing signal right at the end of this bridge. However, I would like it a little further away regardless. There we go, like that. These two signals are looking at each other. This one here is a short signal, or almost like a distance signal. It's just to free up the express train should the mountain railway train be coming past there. It frees it up sooner. We might have another intermediate signal here as we have the junction. We need the skinny one. The one for bridges or tunnels, which is right down the list. Here we go. Narrow for bridge, so that they can squeeze in that small gap. One there and one there. I like it. That keeps our trains moving. We're doing this because we can't schedule trains. We can't have a timetable. Now, we're not done. What's the issue here? Yep, our trains can finally run faster than the wooden sleeper tracks. Unfortunately, upgrading these is not a thing we can do. And I will demonstrate why. If we go to this and we upgrade it, okay, we want high speed, for example. There we go. We'll upgrade it. What it does is make a right pig's ear of it. So we're going to have to rebuild them to make it high speed, which is fine, I guess. We've got the money for it. I don't want to hit play because I don't want our express trains to take a tour of the map. So what we'll do is we'll delete this back and we're going to be drawing us a fresh line. We're going to swing this round here. We're obviously going to need to lower that. We don't want to do, or I don't want to do the track first. I do want to increase the length of it a little bit. I'm hoping that makes a better slope for us. It's a shame you can't rotate around a different axis so that you can flatten it out a touch. It probably only needs a standard track, doesn't it? Just a man-made version that I can make to get under there. Maybe we can do that for this bit and then we'll create our own. I'm sort of tempted to do that. It's going to cost us more money, but we could give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. If we stay straight, do we naturally go under? We do. Where does it go under? Just there, in roughly the same place. Except, yeah, no, I like it. It's going to cost us a fortune. If we can get away with it, I'll take it. And then we can head up to there, can't we? We don't really want to be slowing down like that, though. So if we take this back now that we're underground, we do get a refund. And then we can gently come round to that one. There we go. We haven't lost any speed. There. And we can build this ourselves, can't we? We can add our own retaining walls, etc. Eventually, we're going to have it double tracked. So we'll do what we did before. It's not double tracked in real life, but I'd like to do it. It looks like they ran out of money or something. I don't know whether it was double tracked or they intended it to be double tracked, but it ended up not being the case. So this needs to be high speed now. There we go. I think we're electrified as well. Perfect. Are we electrified down there? Yes, we are. We're going to have to do the same over here as we've got an issue. Although I will say this does need to be that. This section is high speed, but if I change... Oh, perhaps you can do this one, Grand. Can I get away with doing this one? It would be nice, right? Oh, you've got a section there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, look what happens. Right, just to prove it. Yeah, we've got grass now. Oh dear. Anyway, let's delete it. We'll get it all sorted. There we go. Delete that. We're going to delete... Oh, you delete the tree. We're going to delete this back and bulldoze central. Hired kernel failures. Bulldozer crew again. I want to take it further back so that we've got a gentle slope into our undergroundy bit here. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. We want that. Buildings. We want to be facing the other way though. There we go. Oh, do we have a point to connect to? We do. There we go. That will make it a lot easier. We're in. Okay. And that's a gentle slope, isn't it? It might upset your tummy a little bit going through that or over it, but it's better and needed. We might need to do something with this junction as well as our express slows down. I'll probably tidy this up at the same time. It's a bit... We've got a strange wiggle. We'll have to check the speeds before we go. It's a bit of a strange one, this, isn't it? Money. Money is the problem for this one. Oh no, where have I deleted that back to? There. It's fine. You're good. We're in. Much needed express route. Now that we have the train that can do it. We still need to is that part of it? Yes, we still need to upgrade that. And that section there. And I think we're good now. All high speed, all the way. That's going to make us more money. Quite a bit more money. As we were slowing down to 120k when we could have easily, kilometers per hour, not 120,000, we could have easily done 140 straight all the way through that section. So we weren't taking advantage of it. I'll go away and I'll reroute this better. And I'll also tidy up some of the lines so that the next time we come back, I just wanted to show you what I was going to be doing before we come back. I'm also dodging storms this week, so hopefully I can get everything in for us. Which is our... This is our line. You'll see we slow down to 132 there. Which might be a good thing, because we're passing through a station. But we do some weird shenanigans coming up here. So what we need to do is have this track here be the main leading track, and this one here joining into that, so that we run nice and smooth around the edge there and start picking up speed as we're exiting the station. We also head up that way as well. But there we go, guys. A bit of a different one today. We've fixed a lot of things. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to signal this up. We shouldn't need signals on this section. Our trains shouldn't be that close together. In fact, thinking about that, I might leave it, because it's a good way to force separation of our express. Should they ever get bunched up? Yeah, at least then this section will separate them a little bit, because by the time they've picked up speed again, is that our express train coming through? It is. Can we afford to put the correct coaches on? And we can end with that, can't we? Let's see. Edit vehicles. Should we try just replacing them? I mean, they have 9. Let's see. Because they're easy to build, aren't they? Electric. See, we'll get a refund there because we've got no passenger wagons. But they're supposed to be these. These are the ones that cross the border. These are the ones that stay in Switzerland. And that's the one that's going to run to Interlaken from Thun. So anyway, 9 of these. 1, 2, 3. We need the capacity as well. So it's probably a good thing. 210. We can't afford it. Look at that price, guys. That's a real shame. Yeah, we're going to have to do that a little bit at a time, aren't we? Perhaps we can do one of them. Let's do one of them. Heidi, you're the only named one, so you get a fancy new thing. That's what I'm going to say. Let's see if we can't replace you then. Not multiple units. I do want to put these on. Yeah, we've got to do the rail bus as well. Dear oh dear, so much to do, guys. So much to do. Let's get that on. Passenger. What do these currently carry? 189. So I'm going to say we take it one past. 210 or 240? I like 240. Heidi's going to be the only one that is super fancy. But just for one train, it's only 8 carriages as well. And we've gained quite a bit of capacity. And now it's in the correct livery for crossing the border. Now, where's Heidi? I should have left it open. That wasn't Heidi. Where are our trains? Is Heidi here? Heidi, hi. Where are you? Yeah, I did go there. I did say Heidi, hi. Who remembers that? Oh dear, you've got distracted with old TV shows from the 80s. Was it the 80s? I don't know. Is that Heidi? No. Oh, there she is. There we go. There are our new BLS coaches. The ones that cross the border. And this one is obviously, well, Heidi is heading to Italy. We can carry 240 people now. Just to prove me wrong, that one's not full. Although it could be bunched up, so that was possibly the worst one. This one's full. And not everybody's going to get off either. We'll just double check. Right, I'm going to have to end this one, guys. I've got some serious editing to do there. A lot of waffling, a lot of waiting for things. So I'll get it down to something more edible, hopefully. Where's our train? We never ran from here, did we? Should we run up to there again in this one? That's how we'll leave it. Oh, right. Administration Central episode, that one. I will go ahead and tidy up some of the lines for us, and we'll recap on what those are. I don't know what we're doing next time out. We've still got a new train. We should have a look at that new rail bus. We should definitely upgrade some of our trams, some more of our trams. I'll probably more than likely do that before the next episode. It's just a lot of maintenance work, isn't it? Managing the line. We do have this new junction. We've improved the flow for our express, and the only one that has to change lines is going to be the... it's still an express, but less of an express. From Toon to Interlaken. I like it, guys. Let me know down in the comments, do you think a third rail on here that doesn't exist in real life might be beneficial, considering we cannot schedule our trains? Normally you would get your local commuter to dance in between the express, and it wouldn't hold up the express too much. What I think we'll do is we'll expand that local commuter next time out. I was supposed to do it today, but obviously got sidetracked with admin, and we'll see how often it holds up the express. If it starts doing it too much, we could have a line on the left side of us here running towards us. I think that would be the best way to do it, and we can share this line. That will at least take 50% of the interruptions out of the equation. The other one can run the same because it's going to be doing similar speeds. But anyway, yes, that's been an episode. We're back in the money, I think. I think we're going to start making a big profit as of Sunday's episode, because I'll be tidying up all the other lines, which means I will pause the date and let it run while I'm doing it, so that I can balance the lines and I can tell you all about it. Goodness me, there are a lot of people waiting there. Well, they're all going to be joining you guys and me, because I always watch the cab ride as well. So until next time, take care.